here.
And your Laker girls.
The Jazz making a switch here.
Rudy Gay.
Utah trailing here. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Davis. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Anthony. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Always fun to watch James go off like this. He's getting everything he wants on the offensive end.
And so it's Los Angeles. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers?
It looks like they're ready to run today, fellas. They keep getting out on the break whenever they can.
You know what else, guys? Defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight and turn them into points.
Got it.
Rudy Gay.
You can do a lot of things with Ingles offensively. He can initiate, he can play off the ball, and he can shoot it from anywhere on the floor.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Pass to Anthony. Back to James. Going inside. Oh, and the jam by James.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
It's stolen by James. Now Davis. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
All right, the Jazz making a change here.
Well, you need at least 2 stars to win big. It sure helps when they fit together, as well as LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They complement each other perfectly.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, when speaking about LeBron James, Commissioner Adam Silver said he's certainly one of the league's hardest workers, which has as much to do with the success of his career as anything else. Also, off the court, it's incredible what he's done. He is a marvel in so many ways, but it all comes back to his focus and his dedication.
Thanks, Allie. Pass to Conley. Back to O'Neal. O'Neal on the wing. Lets it go. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. And LeBron said, when Anthony Davis came, we're running our offense through him.
NBA, LeBron's a man of his word. In their first season playing together, James assisted Anthony Davis on more baskets than he had done for any prior teammate, hand and glove.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. That's tipped. Stolen by Davis. And there's a whistle. That goes on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Davis. Inside. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. And it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
The kick out to Conley. Three-pointer. The shot comes out. And Los Angeles the other way now.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And stolen by Gobert. Pass to Conley. Here's O'Neal. Here's Bogdanovich. Stolen by Davis. Stolen by Ingles. Bogdanovich from long range. The Lakers with a rebound. And Grant, how often do players check in on their own stats during a season?
BA, everybody in the league watches their numbers. Some guys are just willing to admit it.
Westbrook drives. Excellent D there from Ingles.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
You know, Rudy Gobert, the three-time Defensive Player of the Year, is not satisfied. I think the 7-footer has one more that he might add before his career is done.
And the list of big men with multiple awards for Defensive Player of the Year. Hakeem, Mutombo, Ben Wallace, Dwight Howard, don't forget about Rodman, and Rudy Gobert.
That's historic company, B.A. I think Gobert is, honestly, underappreciated. One of the all-time greats when it comes to lock it up.
Ooh, Howard with a block. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And the basket by Monk.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And another miss by Utah. He takes it in. Oh, are you kidding me?
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Pass to Conley. Drops in the three. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league, his ability to stretch the floor.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. The first one falls.
At the line for the Lakers, Rajon.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
The three from Mitchell. Can't get it to drop. Pass to Anthony. Left block shot on the way. Jump shot is good that time. And the Lakers lead by 18.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And that one's good from Conley.
Really no answer for Mike Conley when he's handling the rock like that. What a performer.
Pass to Rondo. This one for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And the Jazz with possession here. They trail by 16. Next up, they'll face the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And here are the Lakers to the paint. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Pass to Mitchell for three. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Mitchell's got 19.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Offensive board. Horton Tucker on the wing. Outside Monk. And it's off from three-point range. And Utah has possession.
Los Angeles.
15-point game. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So both teams making some changes here.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Now here's Westbrook. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. The shot from the low post is good.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
Gets the three ball to go. Mitchell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks. Well, despite all he's accomplished, Donovan Mitchell hasn't escaped criticism. Those saying he doesn't have what it takes to get to the next level. I'll tell you what, he's not letting it faze him, though. Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
On offense, here's Utah. Down by 12. Pass to Gay. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep. And Grant, you talk about that criticism. Mitchell says he's fueled by it. But, you know, it's not all hate. There's a lot of people saying Mitchell is Dwayne Wade 2.0.
Yeah, I mean, both super athletic combo guards. Mitchell at this point is a better outside shooter. Wade a better passer and defender. Look, I'm still taking Wade, but Mitchell is every bit of a star player in this league.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Pass to Conley. O'Neal on the wing. Mitchell drives in. The kick out to Conley. Offline with a three.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Utah trailing here. Here's Mitchell, plenty of space. Nice shot from the wing. Mitchell's got 13 points in this quarter.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Back to Davis. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Inside, Anthony Davis is such a hard worker. He won't let anything hold him back from his shot.
And Utah calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Your Liquor Girls dance team.
1:10 left in the third quarter. And it's Mitchell penetrating. Bradley grabs the board. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
Are you serious? Whiteside doing major damage on the offensive glass.
Pass to James. There's the three. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Ingles with it. Back to Mitchell. From downtown. No luck on that one. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Howard. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. And now it's a 12-point Laker lead.
Trust Westbrook to spot those holes in the defense, picking up an easy dime off a wide-open man.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Pass to Davis.
Oh, did you see that?
Entertaining fans and embarrassing opponents. AD showing us what it's all about.
Ooh, Howard with a block. Here's Bradley. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Lakers lead by 16.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
It's been a tremendous job of play call.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Grant, back when you played, were there certain types of teams that gave you more trouble, whether it was size or athleticism or maybe shooting?
Well, back in my day, I mean, the big, strong teams had a huge advantage. They could really beat you up and plant big guys inside, which really made it difficult getting to the rim. They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Left side Ingles. Here's the three. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Pass to Howard. James outside. Here he goes. And it's James with the jam.
A signature move for LeBron. His power and explosion has not diminished.
Now here's Clarkson. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
James, right side. That one is off. Excellent D there from Whiteside. The Jazz on offense. A 12-point game. Clarkson for three. Connects from downtown. Clarkson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. An easy two on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 11.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Timeout called, the Jazz.
And we've heard those telling LeBron to shut up and dribble and stay out of it when it comes to social issues. Fortunately, he has no intention of standing on the sidelines.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He stressed the need to protect the ball. He said, quote, turnovers are killing us. We can't keep giving away possessions. It's a great way to agitate a coach. Let's send it back to the broadcast table now.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Lakers.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Another thing, they haven't missed a beat on the fast break in either half tonight.
And LeBron not just raising his voice, he's helping others do the same. His More Than a Vote initiative instrumental in getting record numbers to the polls, Smitty.
Opening up NBA arenas as voting centers. You want a government by the people, for the people. The ballot is how you do it.
The kick out to Conley. To halt the run. It doesn't go for him. And the Lakers going the other way now.
The rebounding differential is a major story in this game.
Anthony with a bucket.
The passing of LeBron is so special, so talented at finding his wide open teammates.
Clarkson for three. On target from range. Clarkson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a three of his own.
Here's James.
Have to give major credit to the hustle of Gobert. He really goes all out on D.
Over Clarkson. And Conley grabs the miss.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
From outside the arc. Utah gets it back. Gobert. Ingles from outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Bogdanovich.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Lakers.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for LeBron James.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
That free throw is good for Mitchell.
Strong, athletic, aggressive. Mitchell puts maximum pressure on the defense every night.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Lakers foul.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Well, it's been 8 years since LeBron won his 4th MVP trophy. A player who's regarded as the best of his generation. Hard to argue he shouldn't have more.
36 seconds left to play in the 4th.
Eric Castro. At the line for Los Angeles, Carmelo Anthony.
The free throw drops for Anthony. Good on both. Utah with the ball, trailing by 17. Pass to Azubuike. Stolen by Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break. Takes a 3. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Westbrook. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
LeBron James.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
First one falls for him.
You know, it's been tremendous to watch Anthony Davis realize his potential here in the NBA. Over the seasons, he's lived up to the hype and developed himself into a true all-star.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful.
That's my best friend. She a real bad driver. I don't car. She don't need no lift. And no, my girl gon' tip. Now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. Beep, beep. Is that my bestie in a testy? Fresh blowout. Skin on town. She ready. You look good with a T at the end. I'm a hyper every time. Now my friend. She been down since the jellies and the bobos. Now me stepping out the Jeep and my nullos. When we pull up to the scene, they be filled with jealousy. If a finicky, she gon' bring that phone with the T like. Guess what? All the rich boys wanna on us. I just end up, you could look, don't touch. And I'm back busting bands every time we link up.
That my best friend, she a real bad, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor. She had 2, 3, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend, she a real bad driver. I don't car. She don't need no lift and no, my girl gon' tip. Now she twerking, she throw it out and come back in.
That my best friend, if you need a I ain't dumb but she my Tweedledee. If she ride for me, she don't need a key. If you sideways, she straighten you if need a be. And she's so bad that I just can't take that nowhere. She off her said, don't go there. Break her back, she protected. Let them buckle. You know that whole world she my day one on my way. Let you get celebrate, cause we the best. and come back in.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Fireworks are always a possibility when these two teams get together. It's the Dallas Mavericks against the Phoenix Suns from the Valley of the Sun. They're coming to this game after losing on Saturday.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
Here's Paul, following the score by Dallas. Yes, that goes in. And Greg, people already predicting the MVP for this season. Is it too early to start talking about that?
I mean, we have roughly half a season left to play, and yet people love to talk about sports, period, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual award out there.
The three for Doncic. It's hauled in by the Suns. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, two bad ones, one good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Here's Bridges, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First team foul.
It's on Porzingis.
Kel Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. And Bridges, in his young part of his career, has taken on the challenge of guarding some of the league's best offensive players.
Dallas again missing.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And Brent, with Mikal Bridges, defense is his calling card.
I love the fact that he just has such great hands, anticipation, and length. And he just plays a lot bigger than the size he is on the floor. That kind of stuff disrupts offensive players, and he also just continues to track. Even if he's beat, he will give you second effort to stay in the plays defensively. That's a high-level skill for a young player.
Drops in the breakaway layup. Paul's got 8 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And stolen by Ayton. On the wing, Bridges. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Big question mark was Ayton, and could he anchor a defense? He's answered those.
Checking into the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, Reggie Bullock.
1:56 left in the first quarter.
Jalen Brunson.
The kick out to Brown. They need this. It's deflected.
Well, more than capable as a defender, Bridges with a great job using his length.
It's to Porzingis. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Assist goes to
Well, Bray, you said it. Defense now a strength of what Ayton brings to the table.
Well, that was the point he had to prove, Kevin. As a big guy, what could he do? Every night, you know, if you're not getting the ball down on the inside defensively on the interior, how can I impact the game? He's been patient with it. He's learned it. And now he's embraced the fact that he can make that kind of contribution.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. It's just very solid offense.
First team foul.
There's 57 seconds left in the first.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. The offensive rebound. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Brunson. Pass to Kleba. Porzingis with the ball. He's covered by Ayton. And the shot goes down. Porzingis has got 8 points.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Brunson. Offline with his 3. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Bridges leading the charge.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Booker with a deep 3. And so it's Phoenix with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up-tempo tonight.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
Checking in for the
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. No good on the quick 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And with every team looking for floor spacers, Brent Bullock is a very good veteran option.
Yeah, he's one of those guys you just don't want to let him get going, and continues to draw the attention of the defense to create the kind of gravity for other players on the floor to have opportunity.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Doncic. Now here's Bullock. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ntilikina to the inside. Bullock good.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
Checking in for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell, Tim Hardaway Jr.
And it's Ayton missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Phoenix with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Devin Booker getting up to the rack?
And so Powell will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 6-point game. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
Hardaway goes in. And the rejection by Ayton. The ball. Driving to the basket. And that one's good, Ayton. And now it's a 10-point Suns lead. Now they say great offense beats great defense. Brett, that never seemed truer than in today's NBA.
There's a much stronger connection between a team's offensive rating and their win percentage. And what's been incredible, Kevin, over the past couple seasons is we have seen historic offenses. I mean, 2 years ago, the Dallas Mavericks had the best offense the league had ever seen. And last year, 5 teams were better than that Mavs team 2 years ago. So the analytics and the three ball, those have certainly changed the way that teams are attacking and scoring the basketball with the type of efficiency and impact they have in the past couple seasons.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Maverick substitution.
Pass to Crowder. And Crowder brings it in.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Outside Hardaway. Down low. Dallas moving the ball around. Nailed from three-point land. Hardaway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Booker with it. Hardaway picks him up. Paul for 3. Doesn't go. Only his third miss in 9 tries. To the middle. Pass to Hardaway. There's the drive. The kick out to Brown. For the 3. Bridges with the board. Suns lead by 11. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
So good with the handle is Chris Paul, putting the D on its heels.
Hardaway with it. To the paint. Now here's Paul. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his second.
No question, he got bumped on that
shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And Brown drops them both. Paul with the ball. It could go. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
And Chris Paul still a great defender. Fantastic positioning.
Well, not only the positioning, but if you watch Chris Paul, he's calling out every option of every play that every offense is running in the NBA. That kind of intelligence gives the rest of his group incredible confidence. And from the very beginning, Chris Paul has been one of the most disruptive point guards defensively the league has ever seen.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. That's to Hardaway. Second shot opportunity. McGee with the block. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Now, those interior
under you. Mind frame, you don't speak. Sup with you. Time change, front door always open. Come on in, certain rooms is off limits. If you trouble in, I can spot it like computers. You ain't got no drive, you just wait for me to boot up. I keep hope alive, on my shoulders is my future. I'm coaching the team, got no players left to suit up. Put me in, Hall of Fame, but off the wall, a flower grew in the shade in front of y'all. A power move, if you want some credit, now forget it. Ain't no water under bridges, I get wetted, I'm repellent. Shower proof, keep it clean until I can't. I take it there, never been, but confident. I make it there, harmful or you harmless. I keep calm until you are it. We aiming at each other, overcome it. I say two brothers walking through the world unprepared. One little fear, while the other one dead. Along came a chance, neither one of them to share. Are they aiming at each other or the air? Go ahead, she shot, she shot, she shot, she shot. You don't know somebody, tell somebody who you're not. You don't know somebody, tell somebody who you're not.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. It's the Phoenix Suns facing the Dallas Mavericks. And it's the Mavericks to start out. Here's Kidd. Inside. Nowitzki.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Mikal Bridges.
And the basket by Bridges.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
He drops it from range. He's got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Assist from
and setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
That's his first personal foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Pass to Bridges. Outside Booker. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Marion. Over to the left wing. Launches it. Stevenson, no good. Here's Crowder. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Crowder's got his second basket on the night.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Pass to Kidd. Here's Marion. 5 on the clock. Tipped away. It's a one-on-one situation. Got a piece of it. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Nowitzki drops in the layup for 2.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Kidd, following the score by Phoenix.
That's a nice contest. That's not going to show up in the box score, but Ayton bothered that shot.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Here's Ayton. The rebound by Haywood. And the Mavericks with possession here. And the foul on Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Here's Stevenson. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Oh, man, at 7-1, not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here's Ayton. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
Again, with that kind of size, DeAndre Ayton is going to draw some fouls and does not shy away from contact.
Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Terry. He's guarded by Paul. Here's Terry. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Paul. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
This is an area where Chris Paul has been solid every year, always right around 90% from the charity stripe.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Marion. Here's Terry. The 3 is up. And Ayton pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Count it. Good.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
To the paint. Here's Nowitzki. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 11 points in the game.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Here's Terry. Oh, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Nowitzki, that one's good. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
It's tipped. Outside Paul. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Over to the wing. Pass to Terry. Here's Marion. Booker defending. Paul with a steal. It's stolen. Lets the 3 fly. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Suns ahead, up by 1. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far. Wow, he put a little extra on that one, didn't he?
Paul with a steal. Bridges outside. Crowder inside. Outside Paul. Clock at 6. It's Booker on the wing. They get it back with the second effort. And laid in by Paul. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Deflects the pass. Pass to Cardinal. Here's Stojakovic. Fires the 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Booker. Outside Paul. Back to Booker. Outside Paul. Into the lane. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
So maybe now's the time we talk about Chris Paul's intelligence.
At the line for the
we don't have enough time.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With his team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here we go, one-on-one.
That's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Second team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Paul gets it to go.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Suns substitution.
Here's Terry. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Shamet. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And Shamet doing what he does best, scoring from distance. That's some nice accuracy.
Here's Terry from deep. The shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding. I just love the ball movement.
To the left side wing. Terry. That three's off the mark.
I hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And Dallas calls time here.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oh, McGee with the block.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Payne drives. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Offensive board. Pass to Stevenson to stop the run. Hauled in by McGee. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Substitution for your Mavericks.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Shamet. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Here's Kidd. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Got a hand on it. Here's Stevenson. Pass to Marion. And they get it back. Haywood. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Now here's McGee. It's Shamet on the wing. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Paul. From the arc. That won't go either for Paul. And Dallas with possession. They trail by 11. Stolen by Booker. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Bridges. Can't hit that one. And it's Dallas the other way.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Pass to Kidd. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Kidd. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Mavericks ball.
And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. Nowitzki. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Outside Paul. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
He tries for 3. Kept alive.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Down low. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
There you go. Finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
At the line for Dallas.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And I think we're all giving more attention to health and well-being. Grant, anything the league can do better to protect player health?
Well, I know they've tried to cut down on travel and minimize back-to-backs, but at the end of the day, you're playing 41 road games and 41 home games. That's what it is. It's a marathon. It's going to be hard, and it's an endurance race. And so, yeah, maybe reducing regular season games, but I'm not sure that's an option. So sometimes you just got to grind it out and get through it and hope for the best for your ball team.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Just 5 to shoot. Off target from 3-point range.
Team starts the second half missing 4 or 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
The Mavericks making a switch here. Now here's Paul. 14 points for him. Pass to Bridges. Paul into the lane. Good work there as it goes.
Assist goes to
Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Here's Terry. Nice shot from the wing.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Phoenix Suns are enjoying a renaissance. Big man DeAndre Ayton said, quote, from starters to the bench players, this team is well balanced, and we compete. We challenge each other every day. To be honest, it's the best team I've ever been on throughout my career. Guys, they are confident.
That they are, Allie. Thanks.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Nowitzki. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. That one is off. Here's Bridges. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bridges has got 5.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right
now. The lead now cut to single digits.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Outside Booker. Pass to Paul. 6 to shoot. Deflected.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
The shot by Terry, no good. The Suns leading. Here's Booker. Kidd with a rebound.
A struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Here's Stevenson. Wide open look. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 10.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Knocks down the triple.
3.
And the Suns lead by 10.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Defense. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Mavericks trailing. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Terry. Pass to Nowitzki. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Here's Paul with the drive. Outside for Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Paul with it. And it's off from 3-point range.
He told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
There's the drive. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And the Suns lead by 6.
So good with the handle is Chris Paul, putting the D on its heels.
Here's Nowitzki. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And Ayton with the stuff.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
To the inside. Pass to Terry. Here's Nowitzki. And Ayton pulls it down.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's Stojakovic. 3-pointer, no good. Here's Paul. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And now an 8-point Phoenix lead.
Chris Paul tapping into that absolute best magic tonight. For a long time, he set the standard for point guard play in the NBA.
Dallas again missing.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Time called here. The Mavericks decide to talk it over. It's been quite a game for Chris Paul.
A smart move here, talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He likes the way they're pounding the ball inside. He said, keep working for high percentage looks. The more efficient that we can be down the stretch, the better chance we have of winning this game. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Outside Booker. Fires the three. And they recover it. Three-pointer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Paul.
Mavericks foul. Jason Terry. That's his first personal foul.
Full 24-second shot clock. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
2 minutes remaining.
Paul shot is off.
2 minutes.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Nowitzki. It's hauled in by the Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. It's 2-on-1. Here's Crowder. That one's good from the corner.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Pass to Booker. Outside Paul. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by McGee. McGee's got his first 2 points.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
The shot by Terry, no good.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Chris Paul, when he gets into those tight spots, he becomes pretty smart in there.
At the line for the Suns, Chris Paul.
Paul hits them both. They need to rally in a big way, Grant, if they want to stage a real comeback.
NBA, they better do it soon because the window is definitely closing.
Stolen by Bridges. Here's the break. Finished off the break.
Assist from
showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Here's Nowitzki. Off target from outside. Here's McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
To the wing on the left. From the corner. Nowitzki. That one's good.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. It ends up.
I'm done guessing. Why would I try to build with you when you just love wrecking? Baby, I'm done teaching you like you need love lessons. Done with your love, keep it. Feel like you love leaving. You say some things you know gon' hurt, they say you don't mean it. Gave you a ring and plus my heart seem like you don't need it. Like everything just fall apart and we just done speaking. Dreams full of my fears, I done gave you 5 years. Could feel your eyes still be shining when the sky clears. It feel like love, just a cycle full of dry tears. Somehow it's always surprising when that time nears. I wrote you a love letter, hoping make our love better. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when the love left her. Death do us part, I just hope it ain't the love getter. As she depart, I just hope I never forget her. I wrote you a love song, hoping make our love long. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when her love gone. Just play it smart, I hope I can make our love strong. So many scars that's become from being loved wrong. So many thoughts in my think she would leave me hopeless. Went through some things all by myself, hoping that she would notice. Go through that phase, think how I felt, and that's what keep me focused. Heart feeling strange, like when you left, that's when I see my lowest. Love when I watch her leave, hate when I see her going. Search for that broken piece, I leave it open. Wrote you this melody, I hope you hear this poem. I had to set you free, feel like you still stolen. Know you could see me falling, gave you a pinky promise. I know you still put down your phone like you don't see me calling. I try to show you my emotions, you don't see that often. I should've known to take it. I wrote you a love letter, hoping make our love better. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when the love left her. Death do us part, I just hope it ain't the love getter. As she depart, I just hope I never forget her. I wrote you a love song, hoping make our love long. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when her love gone. Just play it smart, I hope I can make our love strong. So many scars, that's what come from being.
Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
And games like that are backbreakers. To be so close to victory, but let it slip away is frustrating.
Well, you want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. Ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
Of course, the coach is starting to feel the hot seat now, Grant. You think players are aware when that's the case?
No question, B.A. I mean, with how the present media is, it's impossible not to notice. But some coaches will discuss it and be open and transparent about it. And, of course, some coaches won't ever bring it up.
Just 4 to shoot. Offensive board. Capella. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Here's George. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic and gets through contact on that play.
Now here's Young. Count it.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Collins. Young with it. Guarded now by George. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And he gets it back. Stolen by Jackson. George outside. There's the drive. Capella with a rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. This game against Los Angeles here, their first look at the Clippers.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out. Let's just remember this about Trae Young. In the 1920 season, he became only the 5th player in NBA history to average more than 29 points and 9 assists.
3 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Pass to Capella. And here's Collins. Back to Capella. It's tipped. Shot to stop the run. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Young. And when Young joined the 29.9 assist club, his company was pretty exclusive. Brent, the great Oscar Robertson, he did it a bunch of times. And, of course, you know the 3 others.
Well, I think James Harden, Russell Westbrook, of course, and then look it up, kids, Tiny Archibald. So all Hall of Famers, in my opinion, those 3 names we just mentioned. And the fact that Trae did it in his 2nd season, you got to be kidding me.
Here's Jackson following the score by Atlanta. The 3, George. Capella with a rebound. And it's Herter penetrating. Boom! boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, the more that Herder attacks like this, the more off balance the defense will become.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
A popular phrase in the NBA circles has become rim runner. Basically, centers that live in the paint on both ends of the floor, guys who rack up rebounds and easy buckets. Clint Capella might be the best in the league at rim running.
Clippers making a change here.
Your Clippers Spirit Dance Team.
And here are the Clippers now. It's a 5-point game. Well, when you look at the numbers of Capella, Grant, you see a guy who knows his role.
I love it. I mean, Clint never attempts threes. He's not looking to stretch the floor. A career 60+% shooter. Clint lives on dunks and putbacks, and he's always among the league leaders in rebounding. He's just a force down low.
What a dunker this guy is. Collins capable of bringing this crowd out of their seats.
There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter of the game. The three. Another three for Atlanta.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now here's Young. 9 points in the game. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Cameron Rivers. That's his first personal foul. Second team.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Gets the three ball to go.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
To the middle. Ibaka with a steal. George has the open look. Good on the baseline, Jay. George has got 11 points.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Over to the wing. Young from long range. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. A big time effort for Trae Young. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Long range from the inbound. The shot won't fall. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And following this one, they'll take on the Timberwolves in Minnesota. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. The Hawks went on a tear last season after naming Nate McMillan their interim head coach. After he won Eastern Conference Coach of the Month and helped guide them to the franchise's first playoff run in 4 seasons, it seemed inevitable that he'd become the head coach long term. Guys?
Nothing new for him, Allie. Good stuff there. Now here's Young. He had 25 points in his last game.
I would say that Trae Young's pick and roll game is fairly advanced for a player his age. What a treat to watch.
You've got to applaud Trae Young's hustle out there on the floor. I mean, he plays a lot of minutes, but he maintains a high energy level all game long.
LA foul.
And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game.
Foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Clippers.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And an intentional foul right there. One place you really see Trae Young's work ethic shine through is on the offensive end of the floor with his assist numbers.
Yeah, Young does everything he can to create for his guys. He's a selfless player who wants everyone to get involved. And he's got a real talent for problem-solving defenses and finding ways to get his guys good looks. Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
The kick out to Young. Collins right side. Just 5 on the clock. From the high post. And that one's long.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Now here's Herter. Last game he had 28 points. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's George. The shot no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Outside Young. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production. And Grant, your dad played pro football. You think that players who grew up around pro sports have an advantage?
Yes, B.A. Obviously, being around a professional athlete, understanding the dedication, the sacrifice, the work that goes into it, really, I think, helped me at an early age as I was developing in a different sport.
Down low. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Back to Jackson. Here's George. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. George has got 13.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff. This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Drops in the 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Up top, Capella. Back to Collins. Up and over Kennard. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the 3 off target.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers ball.
Now, into the lineup for your Clippers, Eric Bledsoe.
There's a minute 17 left in the half. Pass to Kennard. From deep. Collins with the rebound. The Hawks leading. Here's Capella. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Nice shot by George.
Well, George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hand.
And the slam dunk by Capella.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Kennard outside. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Young. The Clippers grab the miss. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal
Heady
foul.
play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And now the Hawks on the break. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
Lou Williams and that wisdom gives a boost to the confidence of the entire team. Someone the younger guys look up to.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's Bledsoe. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Bledsoe's got his first 2 points of the night.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
And the jam by George.
Well, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him. He capitalizes that time.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Hawks ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Kennard. Misses from short range.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. And they get it back. For 3, Collins.
John Collins.
Counted from distance.
3-point basket.
Collins has got 8.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought. And talk about a guy betting on himself. Now, John Collins turned down a big contract prior to last season. It all worked out in his favor as he signed an even bigger one to stay with the Hawks. He's firmly planted as part of this team's young core.
John Collins.
And that's some athleticism on display as Cam Reddish gets to the rim.
George outside. Kennard on the wing. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Pass to Capella. For 3, Collins. Unable to get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. To halt the run. Goes back up. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Marcus Morris.
And the foul on Marcus. Morris.
Second personal foul.
That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Clippers call time here.
Timeout.
Big expectations on Cam Reddish as he came into the league and now starting to adapt to more and more minutes.
Collins outside. Pass to Reddish. Here's Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Cameron
Reddish, not just a scorer, also good at realizing when to dish.
And while Cam Reddish has certainly had his obstacles since joining the league, he's proven he's ready to learn, Brent.
I think that's the most important thing is after you get over the anger, hey, trust me, they get angry first, is just to settle in and say, what can I work on and where can I start to earn minutes on the floor? Cam's starting to do that, and he's starting to grow.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
It's the line for LA.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's George. He's got 17.
And Paul George just had such a fantastic year on the wing. Maybe a career season for him last year.
At the line for your Clippers.
And with George and his efficiency, Brent, it took a huge step up last season.
Man, I think B.A., he was just locked in. After the disappointing finish and getting ousted in the playoffs the way they did the year before, he was just on a mission all season long to prove that he could get them back there and that he was going to be a big reason why.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
That shot missing. So Atlanta will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Young from long range. Reddish on the wing. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Reddish has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, if they're looking for stops, they can't give it back on the defensive glass.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Now here's Young. He's got 13. Herder. Out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Inside. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Young. This one for three. Paul George pulls it in. 51 seconds left in the third. Into the lane. And yep, it's good. George has got 21 points in the game.
You got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handle.
It's Herder on the wing. Here's Reddish. Oh, yeah. My goodness! Oh, man. Powered it home.
Not fair at all.
Woo. Reddish pinballing, fighting his way through the defense, and then finding the way to score.
Oh, what a play. Just palms the block.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
So it's the Clippers now. Here's Kennard. And at the buzzer, count it.
Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back after this. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. George outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first.
It's going to go on Lou Williams.
Again, when you go from second to fourth gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there, but his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
They double team George. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And so it's Atlanta with it. The Hawks leading. It's Wright on the wing. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
Assisted by.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Wright. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Pass to Bledsoe. George outside. Bad drop. And it comes off an assist from Bledsoe. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks.
Stolen by Bledsoe. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Second team foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Timeout called. The Clippers.
Take a timeout.
Well, you want to talk loaded college teams? Eric Bledsoe played with some serious talent during his 1 year in school.
Bledsoe went 18th overall the 2010 draft. He was the 4th selection from his school. Now, John Wall went 1st overall, DeMarcus Cousins 5th, and Patrick Patterson 14th. Now, I'm happy I never had to face that squad when I was in college.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He said, guys, you don't have to chuck up the first 3 you see. Keep your heads up. Keep looking for the best option. Let's see how they respond. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. George. It's hauled in by Reddish. Offensive board. Right side Herder. Pass to Young. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Capella. And George with some nice D. The Clippers trail. Here's Ibaka. From 18 feet away. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Thank you.
George has got 28.
Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. Up top, Capella. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Oh, Capella stays ready. I mean, he's not his team's top scoring option, but he makes plays when he needs to.
And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Pass to Reddish. Back to Young. From downtown. Pure from three-point range. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
Bledsoe outside. Kennard on the wing. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken it.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
Down low. And Capella gets it to go. Capella's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
For 3, George. The rebound by the Hawks. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him.
His 2nd personal foul. 1st team foul.
1:09 left to play in the 4th. Here's Herder. 3-pointer, no good.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Inside. Capella with a rebound. Pass to Reddish. Over to the left wing. Fires the 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
And Cam Reddish is representing.
Capella And it goes out of bounds. That one off Capella. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Herder gets the bucket.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
And the bucket is good. Now Los Angeles with it. They trail by 7. From the top of the key. And stolen by Herder. Here's Young. Drives to the hoop. Good on the bucket.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Your thoughts, guys?